Hi, we're getting ready to go on a trip and I've got to pack and just do a lot of things around the house today, and I thought it would be fun to take you along with me for my day. I'm having a latte right now because yum! I make my lattes with organic espresso beans from Target, actually. This one, so good. So I've been alternating matcha and coffee in the mornings and I feel great. They both have different kinds of benefits. I was doing a lot of research because I actually did a podcast episode on this because people love their coffee and people love their matcha. And there doesn't need to be these two camps where like a person has to be a matcha person or a coffee person. You can enjoy both, and they both have benefits. So I did a whole podcast episode on that. If you want to listen to it, I'll link it below. But anyways, I am feeling a lot better hormone-wise too. Like the things that I'm doing are like really, really helping. I feel like a completely different person now that it's June than I did back in January when my vertigo happened and all that was going down. So, hi Ben! So anyways, I'm gonna take you along with me today. The boys have football camp. I've got a lot of stuff I have to do. I might try to go to Pavalve and get a workout in. If not, I'll just work out here. And yeah, so. So had a great workout and I just made my oatmeal. I have a ton of stuff that I want to get done today, and a big chunk of it I want to get done while they're at camp, but they're only here until noon. So it's a little after 9. I'm gonna run home, get ready, and then film some content and pack and hopefully have enough time to do all of that and maybe relax a little and chat with you and give you like the hormone update and kind of what I've been doing that's really working, because it has been a journey. It definitely has been something that I think that my hormone imbalances were brought on by stress for sure, because
my menstrual cycles are still regular, like regular to a T, and everything else is more normal, and I'm a lot less stressed now, and also just taking care of myself better. I sort of fell into some bad habits, like not eating at regular meal times, probably not sleeping enough, drinking a pre-workout that has caffeine in it, but also other stimulants like beta-alanine. And I just think that my body was just like, it just crashed and burned. I was just forcing myself to do so much, like be the best mom that I could, and also like build my business and like be there for everybody else. And my wellness, to be honest with you, got put on the back burner. And I think that happens to a lot of us. And I'm just sharing this because I want you to just have that awareness. Like, I wish that I had come across a YouTube video or somebody that was like, yeah, I was like doing all these things and it was really great, and then I just crashed and burned because I was just overstretched. I just did too much. And so I really feel like, for me, my priorities are very clear. Like my kids always come first. Like family always comes first. And my wellness was a part of that, right? Because I was like, I want to be healthy, to be a healthy mom, to be healthy for my kids. But then somewhere along the way, I got really distracted by like coaching other people, taking care of other people, building my business, and just allowed myself to do the bare minimum when it came to wellness and do the maximum when it came to working. And even though my job was, wellness was part of my job, I just sort of like lost like myself in there somewhere. And so just be mindful of, this is for the overachievers and the people pleasers, and which I honestly think is all of us. We all can be all these things, different points in our life. I just needed to take a break from building my business, and it wasn't because it was really just about my health. And I knew that I couldn't keep going the way that I was going, and that if I wanted to have my health and enjoy my life, like something needed to go. And so that was my coaching business. I'm not coaching people right now. The coaching that I'm doing is through sharing like this on YouTube. I have my podcast because I'm able to control my like energy, like the give and take. And so I had to pivot, and it was cool because like I don't think I ever would have pivoted when I did if I was just feeling great and everything was great. I think that things happen. It's almost like we get these little nudges in life to pivot, to redirect, to do something different. And for me, that was at the end of last summer. So almost a year ago. And I really started to think I started to reimagine my life, to re-envision it. And that's the other thing that I think is so great to do, especially right now, mid-year. Really take the time to think about what can you do to improve how you're feeling? Because when we feel good, we can do good. And when we're not feeling good, we'll force ourselves to keep doing a lot, but then we're going to crash and burn. That's definitely what happened to me. So anyways, totally little side note, but just take care of yourself and be mindful. And it's okay to say no to things. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to evolve. It's okay to try something different. So I ended up stopping by Sprouts because there were a few vegetables that we didn't have that I want to use with dinner. We're making tacos tonight, and then I'm also doing some content for a recipe where I make these really yummy sweet potato boats, and it's basically like sweet potato with black beans, salsa, guacamole, and toppings. It's so good, and we haven't made it in the longest time, and it sounds so good to me. So the kids want tacos, so I'm doing tacos, and then I'm also gonna cook the sweet potato and make me a sweet potato boat. That is another way to so I eat super healthy, and my kids do as well, because they're really exposed to just different types of foods and looking at vegetables in a different way, I guess. So anyways, that's just a tip for all the moms out there. Okay, I'm all clean, and I want to show you. So I washed my hair with a Lola V restorative shampoo and conditioner. I love this stuff. It smells amazing and it leaves your hair so soft. I'm going to use the Unite Detangler, the 7 seconds. My hairdresser turned me onto this. It's amazing. And then leave-in K18 conditioner, because I do have highlights in my hair. It's summertime. I want to have all the protection. And then every third shampoo, I spray this stuff on, which is amazing. This is Dream Coat, and it's humidity proof. So we're going to Mexico, so I want to make sure. I always like to do my hair before we go on a trip. So at least the first few days, I don't have to worry about my hair, and it looks great.
I like to sit on the floor and do my makeup because our bathroom is small and it gets really hot when I do my hair. Okay, so I'm just doing like a quick 5-minute makeup routine, which is basically like some sun protection and CC cream and a little bit of concealer. It looks really dark in the camera, but I can see in the mirror. And then I feel like this is the wrong shade of concealer and I lost my other one, so I'm really hoping I have time to go to Sephora today and get a little bit of a darker shade. And I can't even find the tube and I don't know what shade it was, so they're gonna have to like color match me, which takes a long time. But, okay. I'm like sweaty, but I have stuff I want to link on Like to Know It, and so I really want to get that done before the kids get out. So what I like to do that's like really easy for like some glowy summer skin is CC cream, concealer, and then like just glow milk, and it's by the Beauty Crop. Anyways, sweep a little bit of that on, and then some mascara. And that's it. That's all I do. When I'm like, oh God, I need to like look awake and clean and like I tried a little bit. But I'll try it. Okay. There. So there's the finished product. See? Nice, simple, awake, fresh. You don't have to do a lot, I feel like. I think less is more when it comes to makeup. Okay, so I have a portable clothing rack that I use for auditions, photo shoots, when I go down to LA for acting stuff. And then here, when I am either cleaning up my closet and want to like hang stuff up, or if I'm anytime I go anywhere, like travel wise, where it's a trip where I care about what I'm going to look like, I'm like, is there a trip where, when I go home to my parents, I don't usually do this, but if it's a vacation, I do. So I get it out and I lay out, like hang up everything that I think I'm gonna take. I highly recommend, if you don't have one, get it. I'll link it below, the one I have. But I hang everything up that I think I'm gonna wanna take, and then I can see everything, and then I kind of go through it and I'm like, okay, and I can see like the outfits together, so I can see where I can, you know, put things together and wear something twice and make like a new outfit. Or for Mexico, like there's a lot of bathing suits, but a lot of like fun tops. You know, I wanted to kind of wear fun stuff, and then like cutoffs, and then also beach cover-ups, and then dresses for dinner. So that is what I do. And if you've never tried doing that, it's a lot better than just like throwing it out on your bed and like trying to like look at everything, or the bottom of your closet. This is my closet. We're gonna remodel the house and we're gonna add on to the master bathroom and bedroom, and it's gonna be huge, and I'm gonna get a walk-in closet. But for right now, I like what I'm working with, and this really helps. So I got these 2 new purses. So cute, right? This is from Target, and then this one I found at Nordstrom Rack. So I'm bringing a couple of purses, a couple hats, some dresses, cutoffs, and bathing suits and things like that. So yeah, let's pack. Somehow I'm gonna get all that into this. My husband's like, let's do carry-ons. And I'm like, okay. Secretly crying inside. The world's cutest sandals for the season. I'm gonna link all of these in Like to Know It. So if you want to go to my LTK, you can check them out. But how cute are those? These remind me of like things we would have worn in the early 90s. I don't know. Maybe that's the style right now. Probably. This hat is so cute. It's floppy and you can squish it. And this one's floppy but gives you a little more coverage. It's cute. Bringing those.
I'm literally not gonna wear everything I'm bringing. Oh God. You just never know what you're gonna feel like. You just never know. So why not bring all the fun things that I never wear these cute tops. I wear, look at me. I'm wearing regular, well, I am also bringing tank tops. And I wear my sneakers on the plane. What I learned from my sister is if you roll your shirts, they stuff a lot better. Totally not planned, and I'm a little annoyed now because I did my makeup a certain way, but I actually have an audition. So I have this light, which is really helpful. I have to set up my camera. Looks better, that or that? The middle, somewhere in between. So auditions are pretty great now, post-COVID, because actors don't need to live in LA. I can live in San Diego and audition for jobs that shoot in LA, which is like 2 hours from where we live, 2.5 hours, depending on traffic. So what I do is I set my camera up like this. I move those little, the mirror and those little plants, and they want it like waist up. I really do need to get a new light because it looks best up here, but they want it waist up. So it's like here. Oh well, done is better than not done, or done is better than perfect. What's the saying? I don't even know. Immediately, as soon as I'm done with my audition, I'm infiltrated by the boys who want to play video games with their cousins. They play Minecraft, if you know what that is. If you know, you know. So now what I do is I airdrop the video from my phone to the casting website and send it into the casting director. It's as easy as that. I do edit it slightly in iMovie. I add like my name, my agent's name, and everything like that, so it looks professional, but it's pretty easy. It took me like 5 minutes to do it. So yeah, now I've got to send that in, clean up the office, and then eat something.
Okay, so now that I am pretty much packed, we can chat about hormones and wellness for a little bit. So I'm in my mid-40s, and after a very scary incident with vertigo in January of this year, I got my hormones tested and saw that some things were out of balance. And so I made some adjustments, and it took me quite a bit of time to heal from the vertigo. But I was making progress, and it did take me probably 2 full months to fully recover. So I had residual dizziness, nausea, kind of unsteady feeling. So once the spinning stopped, I still had those residual things. And then I also had a little bit of PTSD from it. I had a panic attack after I had the vertigo. So it was really scary. It was especially scary for me because I had epilepsy when I was a kid. So anything neurological really freaks me out because I don't want my epilepsy to come back. And it felt like I didn't have my wits about me, and I was it just felt really terrible. And so that really scared me. But I'm glad I got my hormones tested and I saw what was going on, and I made changes. Things that are really helping me are not having any caffeine after 2 p.m., alternating matcha and coffee every other day. And then if I do have a second, I'm not having coffee later in the day. I'm having matcha, and I just have it usually on ice and water. And I love Peak matcha, so I'll link that below for you. And then working out later in the morning has really been helpful. So not stressing my body out by working out fasted really early in the morning, before 6 a.m., which is what I was doing. And so doing low impact workouts like Paval, yoga, Pilates, walking. I've also started running now that I'm fully recovered, and it feels so good to just move my body. So I'm just doing really intuitive exercises. So whatever I kind of feel like that day, I'm doing it. I'm not following a specific program or anything like that. I'm just being mindful at the beginning of the week and making sure I get an active rest day in, with some yoga, or a full rest day in, doing some Pilates, going to a Paval class or 2, maybe doing a strength training workout. I'm just mixing it up, and that feels really good to not stress about having to do a certain program, having to do something a certain way. All of that stress gone. I'm not focused on any of that. I'm just listening to my body and what I need. I've been journaling my wellness. So I've been using this journal that I found online, and it has an intention for the day, and then my self-care. I write down what I'm going to do for my self-care. Sometimes that's exercises included in that. Sometimes it's just I'm going to take an Epsom salt bath, or I'm going to sit outside and read my book for 15 minutes. So just committing to myself and my wellness, and taking it to the next level. And then I always journal my thoughts and feelings. But yeah, just really giving myself space to breathe and to enjoy life and to not stress out about things. I removed my pre-workout, which I think was really messing with my hormones. So I'm not drinking that anymore. And I actually have stopped this past month. I have not really been doing any kind of protein powder at all. So I've been just eating whole foods. When I make a smoothie, it's just out of Whole Foods, and I'm feeling really good about that. I feel really strong. I'm not really counting calories or anything like that. I never really did, to be honest with you, but I'm also just not worrying about food at all. I'm just eating healthy and being intuitive and listening to my body. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm not trying to seed cycle. I'm not trying to eat, a certain way or anything like that. I just make sure I eat something every 3 hours. And I make sure I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I'm having 2 snacks in between, and I just drink a ton of water. And that's been really great for me. It's really been helpful. So I can do what I eat in a day. If you guys want, just leave a comment below and let me know. So food wise, I'm just eating whole foods, eating really clean, eating plant-based, and feeling really good. So yeah, I think that a lot of it had to do with stress and just my adrenals probably, and that just led to everything else. And I'm in perimenopause, I'm in the age of that, but it could last 10 years. And from all my research that I've done, we don't have to feel like crap for 10 years before our period stops for good. We can figure out how to support our bodies and support ourselves in this time of life. I feel amazing. I feel good. I feel so much better than I did a year ago, and I'm so grateful for that. I definitely have my ups and downs, but I would just say listen to your body, eat clean, drink water. I don't do alcohol. I know that that's something that is harder for a lot of people because it's part of their lifestyle. Since I had epilepsy when I was younger, I never started drinking regularly. So I don't drink alcohol. And like I said, if I do a second cup of caffeine, it's going to be iced matcha. And I feel really good. So exercise, good sleep, low stress, good nutritious food, and just giving your body time to balance out and feel better is I think the key to at least for me it was to balance out my hormones. I'm not pushing myself too hard in my workouts, and that's been really helpful too. So yeah, I would just say if you're working on a hormone healing journey, don't give up. You will feel better. It is a journey. It takes time. It's literally been this 6-month journey, like all of this last year of like feeling my lowest to figuring out and getting an answer of what was going on to working on making changes and adjustments to feel better. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today and helping me pack for Mexico and do my audition. And I'm gonna go, and I hope you have a great day. See you at the next video.